pride in the second half, Adrian?
Yeah, I was actually really proud of him in the first half as well. Even though the scoreline wasn't good, we were really proud of him. We ended up completing, I think, 80% of our sets, and I think we only had the ball for 9 minutes of the first half, which was, pretty tough. But we just hung in there, and it was a great test of character tonight.
Do you think the Kiwis are the strongest team in the tournament, Adrian? In fact, ask Neville as well, that one.
Oh, we haven't played Australia, obviously, but they're the current world champions, and they've got some, big players in their side. And they were pretty good tonight in that first half, and when they get on a roll like they did, it's hard to see anyone stopping them. But it's an open competition, which is the beauty of the World Cup. So,
Neville, have you ever experienced an atmosphere like that, and particularly support for a leading team?
That was awesome. I always wanted to come play over here, and I heard the crowds were, something different, vocal and that. And back in Australia, half-time score like that, they would have left, but they stuck the whole 80. So that was a good experience.
and they'll live here as well when he's at home. next year, they'll do the run of there too.
And do you sort of feel that second half sort of gives you a bit more an upbeat sort of feel as you head back home now?
Yeah, we've only had one session this week, and it was we questioned their character and courage, and we asked them to stand up tonight to get some of that respect we felt we'd lost. But it is a young side in saying that, and we have a lot of Papua New Guinea players playing in the Digital Cup in this squad. I think there's 15 in the team, compared to NRL, the Super League, what we played tonight. And I thought we were really courageous, and it's a team that's growing and it's young, and it'll develop over the next couple of years. But they were certainly better tonight.
Neville, to have two teams from the other side of the world getting that sort of reception here, would you like to see more games played on the international stage?
Sorry, what was that?
To see two teams like that from the other side of the world get support like that over here, would you like to see the international calendar expanded? Would you like to see more games on the international stage?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't expect that sort of crowd, but coming here and playing, away from home, both teams, and seeing that is something special. And if they can do more of that, they'll be real good for rugby league.
I think the last time we played New Zealand was the last World Cup, and the last time before that I think was in '98. So when you're talking about internationals, they are internationals played around the world, but not with the smaller countries or the emerging countries, and I think that'd be something that'd be nice to look at and get more of.
Do you think that will change, Adrian? Because the International Federation should now have some funds to put into international rugby league. I mean, obviously it would help your country enormously, wouldn't it? I would have thought.
Yeah, we're a country that certainly needs more exposure to the world, and I think the finances have been the issue in the past, and that's why they've had the Quad Nations or Tri Nations. But we would love to play more games like this around the world, not only against New Zealand, but whenever. I think that's as you saw the crowd tonight. I think that's the best advertisement for rugby league, is to have international teams play like that and have crowds like that support them from anywhere around the world.
What do you think the reaction will be in Papua New Guinea to, the fact that you've obviously come and, let's face it, had a disappointing tournament really, and not winning a game? What sort of reception do you expect when you get back there?
Oh, they have obviously it's the only country in the world where rugby league is national sport, so they're going to be disappointed. But so they should have, and people have their opinions, and we understand the situation we're currently in with the team, and we've put a 5-year high performance program together to develop the national side, and also juniors and schoolboys, and it's a massive overhaul, probably bigger than any other country in the world, and funds to do that. So I guess we're in a position where New Zealand were 10 years ago when they realised that they were behind the 8 ball, and they made a step forward, and now they're world champions. And I'm not saying we're going to be world champions, but it's certainly going to help us develop, and part of the venture is going to be try to get some of these boys, the local players, overseas, so that we do get the NRL experience or the Super League experience.
Adrian, I'm not sure if you got asked about James Seguiaro deciding to be a Queenslander, but I haven't heard your answer. What do you think?
About him making himself available for Australia?
Yeah,
that's his choice. He was in our squad, and and was coming over here until he got injured against Australia in the Prime Minister's 13 game in September. And look, that's his decision and his choice. That, you know, the way that works is he can bounce back and forth, I guess, in the World Cup years, as you probably understand how that works with Origin and not. So Neville did a similar situation as well a couple of years ago, and you know, I'm not going to stop him from or question his loyalty there. I think he understands what he wants, and we'll make some decisions on that later on when the time comes. Things change.
Neville, where do you think you guys were able to open up the Kiwis tonight? Where do you think they were weakest?
When we held the ball, that's when they were weakest, but just I don't know, on the edges we got them down there a fair bit, and just when we held the ball, and then they just wanted to attack a little fair bit tonight, and once we had the ball we knew, got to our sets and completed, sort of wore them out a bit, and we got the chance to play some footy, but mainly around the edges, I think.
Was there any edge in particular?
Big pardon?
Any edge in particular that you thought was weaker?
Middle edge.
Adrian, David Mead had an unfortunate end to the first game, but there was a huge tackle out there tonight that he put on, really, so they got a cheer from the crowd.
Yeah, I know. That was. I thought he was going to run straight past him at one stage there, but he got the shot away, and he's been probably one of our best players over the 3 matches. To be fair to him, and I know there was a lot of criticism for that kick that could have won us the game against France and qualified us for the World Cup. But I think he's been probably our best, and he had a knee injury as well with about 10 minutes to go, and he was going to come off, but decided to hang in there and push through with a bit of courage.
Neville, do you think Sonny Bill Williams has got 2 or 3 big games ahead of him, the way he's playing at the moment, or what do you make of his performance tonight?
Yeah, no, he's real class plays. Yeah, he does tough hit-ups, and very skillful, so...
he has a bit to say too, by the look of things. He talks a bit out there as well. Just from it looked like he was...
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he
no,
talks a fair bit.
he gets their forwards going and fires them up a bit, which is good for them anyway, so... I reckon, you know, he's one of their best players today.
Adrian, you must have been pretty pleased that after 80 minutes, you were able, or 79 minutes I should say, you were able to score a try like that one right at the end, which was, you know, possibly the try of the game, really.
Yeah, I think at the second half was 16-10, is that right? So, and I thought we probably had 3 other tries where we could have scored or come close to scoring, and it was just nice to finish off like that when they'd worked really hard with a lot of things go against us during the tour, and it was just nice that we got a try like that and finish it off that way.
Any more questions? Thanks, Adrian. Thanks,
Thanks, guys.